2023. The rules have not changed. Goes through Slovenia. We also go through Trojane. Let's do it. Richard time. Ladies and gentlemen, Manny here. Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to greet you here from the Italian coast. We are just about north of Trieste, and yeah, as you can see, the weather is cloudy. It's quite warm, definitely above 10 degrees Celsius or something. And we are actually quite close to a little climbing spot. If you watch to my left here, down this little path, there is actually coming rocks. And if we are lucky today, we're gonna get some climbing in. Man, the first climbing for a really, really long time. This is going to mark, if it really happens, the end of the by far longest climbing break that I had so far, since I think 17 years old or something, since when I started to do this stuff more regularly. And I don't know, I hope it's gonna be cool, because yeah, the conditions are not that bad actually. It's not too hot, right? But yeah, man, I'm obviously totally out of shape. I even have long fingernails. I mean, can you believe it? Didn't even cut my fingernails. That's a freaking heresy. But yeah, I think I'm not considerably heavier than when I left off, or than when I stopped. I think I'm about 69, maybe 70 kilos or something like that. So I'm gonna take it easy, definitely. Look for some easy routes, some easy vertical stuff here in that area anyway. And we are on our way with 3 girls. One of which is the little one, right? So we're not gonna go that hard, super hard anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I think it is / was a really popular area here. Monte something, I think it's called. I forgot the name. I'm gonna show it here on the screen, everything. And it's quite polished. That's what I remember. I was here already once with some really cool guys from Trieste who showed me around here a little bit, and also showed me one kinda quote-unquote secret area, which I think nowadays is a little bit more popular already, but yeah, back then it was quite secret. And that was some great times. That was some really great times, yeah. Last time when we were here. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Scharf überhaupt?
Sie reißt auch.
Alright, my friends, it's time for a little commentary here. This time picture-in-picture style instead of, you know, the classical voiceover mode. because I figured we've got such a nice and beautiful Airbnb here in Trieste, you know, with the bird pictures in the background. I wanted to share that with you, you know, a nice cozy lighting in here. I don't know, it's very artsy people running this Airbnb. But anyway, yeah, cool route. Unfortunately, I have no idea about the grade or the name of the route, but it was around, I don't know, 6A, 6B-ish, something along those lines, right? I really don't know, really hard for me to grade anything right now for obvious reasons, but what do I have to say about my performance here? I wanted to give you a little bit of a body check, you know, body update. That's why the shirtless climb. It wasn't too warm. It was about 13 degrees or something, but it was really convenient, you know, with fingers didn't get cold at all. And that's always what counts, you know. Cold means fingers get cold. If fingers don't get cold, it's actually perfect conditions. But yeah, that's so much for the body update. I don't know. I look quite normal. I also feel quite normal, man. I really like how I'm using my feet actually on this climb, although I definitely feel that I lost a lot of my flexibility that I had when I was stretching in front of every session, before every session, you know, and I did a session basically every other day when I was really active. That's a lot of stretching, right? I didn't do any of that for the past year. Well, over a year actually. My last contact with real rock was in October 2021 in Switzerland, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I really like how I'm using my feet here. Not too much re-stepping, not too much re-gripping either. Very frontal climbing there. Although I gotta say, well, technically speaking, I'm obviously a little rusty now. But it was always my style to climb rather frontally, and I think you can see this here as well. I do really high stepping here from time to time. Again, I like how I'm using my feet there, although I don't have a lot of flexibility, or at least I don't have as much as I had previously. I definitely need to get that back, and I think I can get that back. One thing I definitely noticed, and that's what I want to really point out here, because this is actually, I think, something a lot of comebackers and a lot of beginners can maybe profit from, and that is do a fall training, okay? Do a fall training as early as possible in your comeback game. We didn't do this today. I plan to do this tomorrow actually, because we're gonna get another session in if the climbing gods permit it. And then I definitely want to do a fall training, because it allows you right away to climb a lot more fluidly, a lot more relaxed, and with a lot more fun in the game, you know. If you don't have that annoying fear of falling all the time, because you have, again, a renewed trust in your belayer, in your belaying devices, the rope, the harness, the gree and stuff like that. Yeah, so definitely fall training is very necessary also for me right now, because I haven't fallen. I didn't even fall during this session, right? I got 5 routes in, but I didn't fall even once in this session. So no fall training whatsoever. No, I'm not used to falling whatsoever. Here we've got another route, this time with the sweater on. Again in that area, yeah, again in that area. 6A-ish, 6B-ish, in the beautiful, crag of Napoleonico. Napoleonico was the real name, yeah. I forget that before, but now I remember. Yeah, so this is something that I definitely need to catch up on, man. Fear of falling, yeah, is something that you have to train consistently, you have to fall consistently to always have that trust in the belaying system. Otherwise, you're getting shaky and you're getting hesitant and stuff like that, yeah? But otherwise, I must say, even from a skin perspective, I was quite surprised that I took this first climbing session quite easily. I don't feel a lot on my skin, but then again, this area is very polished and it's very popular, or at least it was very popular at some point in the past, and you can feel that. There's a lot of polished routes, a lot of polished holes. It was a little wet as well at some points, but nothing that couldn't be taken care of. Yeah. So yeah, beautiful spot. I can't wait to get back on these lines tomorrow. And yeah, where we started today, we did 5 routes. Yeah, I got my hands on 5 routes, and everything was in the area of 6A, 6B. I think 1 or 2 lines could get into the range of maybe 6C or even 7A, I don't know. I actually sat down on my last route, on the 5th route. I sat down into the harness because there was one, you know, very tricky, you know, sequence, and some holes were wet and stuff like that. So I had to sit down there. I didn't fall though, yeah. So I really did not get any falling in whatsoever from this first session. I definitely need to catch up on that. But yeah, plan to get back into climbing more frequently real soon. I'm looking definitely forward to that, and trips like these, you know, little mini trips to very, very vast, big crags where there's line after line, you know, in all grades. That's the ideal terrain, I think, to come back on, because then you can really get the mileage in. You can really get the mileage going. You can make your fall training. It's not super steep there, right? Vertical to slightly overhang climbing. Very good for mileage. So yeah, I think I'm finishing this route off now. The perspective on this second shot here is not that great anyway, and I hope you're strong and healthy somewhere out there. I'm planning to post more regularly from now on, as much as I can at least. Back at home, the conditions are not that great, unfortunately, right? But yeah, maybe I can get another vlog in while we are here in beautiful Trieste. And today was the 6th of January, yeah, 6th of January. So I'm also trying to post this real soon, so that there is actually an actual update on the main channel here. Yeah. So stay strong and healthy somewhere out there, my friends. I hope to see you soon. Bye. Die Hand, die ich noch habe.